Way, for those of you hanging out in the Twitch chat, I did put together, there's still 4 more words that people haven't said, I think, in the chat that I added to the chat filter. Have fun finding those. Imba and toss were found. So yes, Imba and toss are censored. So if you want to say Imba toss and add cap at the end of it, feel free. But time for game number 2, Habitation Station, between Omee and VyperX. Omee hanging out in the top left here in the pink colors with the Zerg pieces. Sporting that lovely Knight, the 9 logo. In the top right, we have a guy who isn't here anymore because he's lifting off his base and moving into the gold. Oh my goodness. I expected this to be a serious game, and never mind. Anyway, the command center is going to land right here at the gold for our Red Terran VyperX. Oh, yeah. But yeah, guys, pretty much what happened in the previous game is you had a nice Ling bust from Omee. Got some decent damage done with that. Did hurt the army quite a bit. Killed off 6 workers, and he was in position to be a little bit ahead. But then when the actual the pushback came from VyperX in the form of 3 siege tanks and a bio army, the banelings basically didn't get the hits they needed on the bio, and it was able to kind of run over the army pretty easily. So wanted to go into mutas from there, but he wasn't able to hold off that push, so the timing got him. Any case, in this situation, I think Omee knows what to do here. This is very cheesy, by the way. This is not something that necessarily tends to work too great, just because your timing is super badly off. It does give you a lot of minerals for a really big marine push, though. So if we see something like a hatch first, which we're not, from Omee, he could be in a lot of trouble. It's going to be spawning pool first, though, and this Overlord's actually going to scout this out more than well in advance. He'll know not to go to, get 2 more hatcheries and not have an army or tech of any kind or defenses. So oh yeah, okay, Omee's already aware of this. Nice. All right. Basically, if Omee executes properly, he should be able to win this. Just throwing this out there now. Getting this scouted is pretty much the worst thing that you can have happen to you, because it is kind of an economic cheese, so you want a little bit of time for it to go unnoticed before you get something done. That said, it's going to come down to execution. If Omee's misses any overlords, if he starts missing workers, if he doesn't get army units out when he needs them, if he misses a couple injects, basic stuff like that, this can punish pretty hard. So we're still not in a position where this is a guaranteed victory for our Zerg player just yet. Here we go. The thing about this is I'm pretty sure you can go up to about 5-6 barracks with this, just because of how many minerals you'd think you're bringing in. Now, VyperX just said Opti-do. I'm not sure what he means. Let me see if he actually sees these overlords. Oh, he doesn't. I don't think he realizes that this has been scouted. Oh, well, he should know now. But, thing is, once you realize that this has been scouted, you pretty much just have to execute it as best you possibly can. Hope you get away with it. 6 Lings moving across the map right now is not a good idea. There are 5 Marines here, and it's going to be pretty tightly defended. I think, actually, unless he can get them when they leave. Oh, here comes a bunch of SCVs. And that's pretty much exactly what you don't want to have happen right now. Big micro mistake like that loses 3-4 Lings pretty much for free. But a bunch of SCVs and Marines coming on the back of that. And, oh boy, I mean, he could actually be in a lot of trouble here, but he does have 8 more Lings coming out, and speed is about 50% done. Ugh. So if he can get the Spine Crawler up, get the Queen to a nice position, get a second Spine Crawler, yeah. He actually can survive this pretty well. Lings are actually routed to the front, gotta run this back. And it's pretty much gonna come down to micro from here, losing 1 more Ling for free. Not helping out. Probably should pull the drones, though. I don't know if this is a situation where he wants to just let it sit like this. Oh, goes immediately for the Marines and slices them down, and I think actually Omee just has this now. Without the Marines to back him up, the SCVs cannot kill this stuff, so... Well. Yeah. Down go the Marines. I mean, down go the Marines, down go the SCVs. Really nice hold from Omee. Holy crap. It was looking a little scary there at the beginning of that, but... Now, the thing is, there's still going to be enough time here for a secondary push. So let's see what happens next. Lings are moving out across the map. They now have speed. Very nice positioning for the Marines behind that watchtower. Unfortunately, they're wandering forward into places where they shouldn't be, like the middle of the area, so they can get surrounded. No! And from there... Well, yeah, I mean, there's pretty much nothing to defend here anymore. He does have a couple Marines, but the Lynx could actually just out-DPS the wall over time. No, there's actually enough SCVs here to still repair. So that SCV pool doesn't necessarily put him out of this. That mineral income is ridiculous, by the way. But yeah, if he does grab Banelings or any additional tech, he should be fine. He's going to check the main and the natural here to make sure that there isn't another base being built. Just trying to get an idea of what his opponent's doing. I would actually love to see Omee take a Ling and run around the map and check all the other expansion locations just to be certain that his opponent really is on one base. With this many minerals coming in, VyperX can actually get a command center pretty easily. In fact, he's still just spending it on the Marines though, but being sure of that in Omee's position, very, very important. Scouting is, when you're in a game like this, scouting is the most important thing. Literally the most important thing. It lets you make the clearest decisions possible, and we're pretty much just going to wait this out for a bit until VyperX is ready for his next attack. And hello, Baneling Nest is just about to finish. Okay, there isn't really going to be anything to deal with this. There's not really any bunkers back here. This is entirely just Marines. VyperX basically would need a miracle here. And yeah, it doesn't want to engage that just yet. It's going to run the Lings out of there. Let him have position on the map, that's fine. He was probably about to lose his base, and he just... Huh, what did I hear? Oh, he lifted up the supply depots. I thought he lifted up the building, and I'm like, wait, what? 2 drones running forward. It's probably going to confuse VyperX a bit. That was probably an accident. It looks like Omee's actually starting to... about to take gold. He's thinking about it, at least. One Overlord in a very scary position. Doesn't want to be right now. Look at supply block if he loses that. Doesn't want that to happen. Are going to walk up in the natural, see the lack of a base up here. And still no Banelings. Oh, Omee, don't engage there. That's the worst place you could fight. No! Oh, but there's Banelings behind that, so it's totally fine. Wow, nice maneuver. Like, really nice. Had me fooled as well. Like, holy crap. This one Baneling's like, I guess let's just chill here. It's fine. So what's Omee going to do from here? Is he going to try to bust into the gold base, or is he just going to take a hatchery? Looks like he's going to bust it, just judging by the number of Lings that just came out. By the way, there's another Marine army, because, yeah, gold bases. And he's actually starting to run out of funds here. He's got enough for maybe another army, and that's it. Tech labs are done. Stims being researched. That's right, these are stimless Marines versus speedlings. It's part of the reason these engagements haven't been going so great. Of course, the Banelings were really... That was a really nice maneuver. Build the Banelings back here, engage on the ramp so he thinks he's in an advantageous position and doesn't move, and then hit him in the back with the Banelings. Basically, he surrounded him by getting in his head, not without actually surrounding him with his units. That was really, really cool. Combat Shield also coming up. I mean, VyperX is just ridiculously behind in terms of tech. Combat Shields helps, but I mean, against Banelings like this, it's not going to be that easy. And yeah, Omee's just going to grab a gold of his own. So it looks like his choice to deal with this is to make sure that his opponent isn't expanding, which he doesn't think he's realized that there's one up here. Contain him on the gold base, which is going to run out, and then just make sure he can counter the tech that comes from this, which is just basically pure Marine. So, Marines are pre-spreading out here in the front. Omee does not know about this positioning here, so there isn't really much he can do about that. I mean, not much he's going to do about that for the moment. He does want to check up here again. He does have an Overlord in position. As he moves further into the game, if we do see him get to Lair Tech, which we might not. Okay, small engagement at the front. Lings are able to isolate one group and go for that. Unfortunately, VyperX is actually balling up all of his Marines. No, VyperX! Oh no, here comes the Banelings. Going to run right into that army, and it's gonna disappear, for the most part. Now he's gonna be pulling the SCVs to repair against this, but I don't think this is gonna work this time. Yeah, I think at this point Omee's just content to leave the Lings right here, make some Banelings on the back of this. Maybe he breaks the wall. He may not even need the Banelings. The wall's just about to go down anyway. And I was going to say, it's kind of funny that he didn't let that die before he moved the links. Tried to run them in. The banelings are like, oh, hi. Nice Marines you have there. Shame something happened to them. And yeah, with the wall having been broken down and the SCV is now dead, VyperX says, hi, GG. There you go.